The year was 2008. People all over the world were frightened over the economic crisis that had struck at the start of the year. I mean, I wasn't. I was just asking my mom for a Club Penguin membership. But anyways, in this time of sadness and desperation, the world needed a hero. Somebody who could uplift the spirits of the common public and give them something to hold on to. This hero had one thing to say and one thing only. Just dance. The song took a few months to rise to a hit, but once it hit hard. It spent 49 weeks on the Hot 100 chart, peaking at the #1 spot. As of November 2020, the song has been certified platinum 9 times. The single led to the major success of Lady Gaga, who has become not only an iconic pop star, but also amazing actress. This was her breakout moment. But we're not here to talk about the star. We're here to talk about the forgotten feature, the man left behind in the shadows of Gaga's fame. We're here to talk about Colby O'Donis. You might not even know who I'm talking about when I say the name Colby O'Donis, but if you ever played the song on your phone, you have definitely seen the name. This is the guy in the song, the one singing that isn't Gaga. Although having a huge part in Gaga's first single, his career had no start from it. Any analogy comparing the two's careers would just sound like hyperbole. For years, I wondered where O'Donis has been lurking all this time, so I went to searching. I immediately went to his Wikipedia page, in which I found a lot of details about his career prior to Just Dance. In fact, O'Donis was a child prodigy. He was the youngest person to be signed to Motown Records at the time of his record deal with them. He even had music featured in movies like Stuart Little. By the age of 14, this kid was opening for acts such as Backstreet Boys and, get this, Britney Spears. So you'd expect people to know who this dude is. I mean, Britney Spears, that woman is an icon. Sadly, this was not the case. As Just Dance came and went, his career remained rather stagnant. He did release his debut album Colby O, which the main single What You Got featuring Akon only peaked at 14 on the Hot 100, and then O'Donis then featured on Akon's song Beautiful, which peaked 19 on the Hot 100, which, don't get me wrong, top 20, that's awesome, but also, does anyone remember these songs? That's what I thought. I'm going to go on a quick tangent about this Akon guy because he's kind of important. So basically, O'Donis was looking for a new record deal after moving on from Motown. He was about to sign this deal with another company when he met up with Akon and showed him his 14-song demo. And Akon, he really liked this demo, and the two basically became besties. So Akon was like, you should join my new label. And this label was called Convict Music. That's Convict with a K and music with a Z and a K, which, okay, fun. And then I did some research as to who else was signed to this label, and okay, Convict Music has signed big names such as T-Pain, French Montana, and Jeffree Star. Anyways, after Just Dance and his other works around that time, he went on a music hiatus until like 2014, when he released a single for an album that has literally never been released. Then in 2020, he made a song Quarantine like every other person did. Since then, zip, zero, nothing at all as far as the Wikipedia page was concerned, but I was more concerned. So, I figured, since it's 2023, I figured obviously he has to still be doing stuff. It's 2023, he has to have had some sort of income for the past 3 years. I mean, besides the Just Dance residuals. So, I went to the first place I could think to go. Twitter. I figured he would have tweeted some random life update of sorts, or just literally anything in general about how his career was doing. I did find a recent update from December 9th, 2022. We posted a video of him performing captioned, "I miss performing," with a saluting emoji. Thinking I hit a gold mine, I continued my search, which was a very short search, since there are only 3 tweets on his Twitter account, including the one I just showed you. The other 2 are actually just retweets. One of somebody buying his song Lean on iTunes in 2013, another user tagging him in a post with the caption STL in 2015. I don't know what that means, and I don't really care, but I thought that was funny. Anyways, moved on to his Instagram, and that is where all the stuff is at. It's basically his resume for his modern work. And well, I assumed he would just be making songs and albums for himself and a few like diehard fans to stream. I was surprised by the success of his commercial and movie composition career. His Instagram is filled with the music he's made for commercials for brands such as T-Mobile, Nissan, the NBA, ABC, Fox, Shoe Carnival, the Emmys, Ubisoft, Target, the Super Bowl, the Oscars, Dove, and that is just to name a few. It's also done some work on movies and shows, with his compositions appearing in works such as Kubo and the Two Strings and Smurfs The Lost Village. So overall, this dude is pretty successful, just in a somewhat different field than what he started out in. While he is definitely less of a star than he was before, he seems to be pretty happy doing what he's doing now, especially staying out of the limelight. His compositions are great, and going into this video, I didn't think this was where I would end up, but I don't think it's where O'Donis thought he would end up either. I mean, the dude was opening up for Britney Spears at 14. I'm sure he thought he was going to be one of the biggest stars the world has ever seen. But while he's not known by name alone, he will always be remembered not only for his credited feature on Just Dance, but the works that we have heard and never knew was him behind it. Anyways, that's it for the video. Feel free to like and subscribe. Also comment on what other video topics you want to see from me. I'm just kind of picking and choosing what I'm doing right now, but I'd love to see some guidance on what you guys want to see. So yeah, have a good one.